good and the bad after you reviewed film on Saturday?
Oh, after the film on Saturday. Oh, great thing. No turnovers.
Right.
Took care of the football, made smart decisions on the offensive side with the football. I thought that they moved the ball. You'd like to have seen some touchdowns from the first team, and rather than field goals. But I thought there was a consistent of being able to try and move the ball and trying to keep possession of it. The negative was put ourselves in too many situations where it was 1st and 15 or 2nd and 15. We can't get behind. We have to stay ahead of the game. We can't have a holding penalty on first down on a 12-yard run and then get a holding penalty and call back. We can't have illegal procedure or little things, that hurt us. So we're always got to. That's what we mean by staying ahead of the game. You can't get behind in the pitch count, And those are the things that were on the offensive side. Defensively, I didn't think we played with passion. When you watch the film, I didn't see a lot of big hits. I saw guys leaning on guys, kind of like we were in practice mode rather than let it loose, flying around game mode. And I thought our first team defense played well, but again, there wasn't that tough, that physical presence to dominate and or knock guys back. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so it wasn't as the way we wanted as far as physical play from the defensive side. Now, did they give up touchdowns? No, but at the same time, there's a certain standard of the way we want to play, and it's opposite of whatever the opposite word of soft is. So, we didn't create any turnover. There was no big hit to create a turnover. There was no big strip to create a turnover. So that's the negative on that side. The positive side was, they didn't bust a lot, and they were able to keep them out of the end zone from touchdowns. But, still, we got a ways to go.
What was the little drill at the end of practice here?
Oh, just trying to have some fun with them, and we tried to put pressure on the field goal kicker, get everybody around him, and if he made it, then they all had to run. So to get them to put pressure on him to miss it, you got.
Defense had to run?
No, everybody.
Oh, okay.
Everybody in the whole team crowded around him and yelled at him and got him going because if he could hit it, then they all had to run. So they tried to get him to not hit it.
Okay.
You got to have some incentive for him not to make it.
And the punting thing was the same deal?
The punting was to give him a chance to earn it back because they missed one, or they made two, so the team had to run. So we gave the linemen a chance to have some fun, catch a punt, see. And if they caught the punts, they didn't have to run. They dropped and they had to.
How was their form?
Everybody's was good and Shawane looked the best, but he dropped it. He's the only one that didn't follow it in with his eyes. The other ones, man, they looked it in. They were all, trying to look the ball into their stomach and had their heads on it. So, it was just trying to break the monotony, have a little fun with them.
Will there be a depth chart coming out before the game, an updated depth chart?
Before the game? Of course there will before the game. We got to put it in the program and all that kind of stuff.
How soon before the game?
I don't know. I'm not. That's the least of my worries. I mean, if you're out here every day, you can pretty much tell who's where. But, again, we still are in guys understanding, other than our punter, that everything is earned every day. So, we're starting narrowing down. We'll start doing our working for Sanford starting tomorrow.
Okay.
So we pretty much know who's going to go where and who's doing what, but I'm in no rush to say anything. It's really not that big a deal, is it? People are going to come cheer for us no matter what. So it doesn't matter who's out there, right? They'll see this year. They get to see the names on the back of the jersey, so they'll be able to know who to cheer for.
There you go.
Kyler, a couple weeks into camp now. Just tell us a little bit about what you're doing to prepare yourself to try to compete for some playing time.
I mean, right now I got to take care of my body. My body wears down middle of camp, but I mean, you gotta fight through it. That's the type of lifestyle. You gotta come out mentally focused every day.
What have been the most difficult things in terms of the transition from high school to college?
Probably just the tempo and everything. Then you have to come out. You have to be mentally focused every day. You can't take any breaks. If you take a break, you're a step behind.
What about the speed of the game?
Speed of the game is definitely different. In high school, there's a couple people who was fast, and there's a couple people who's not. But here, everybody's fast, so you have to be ready to go.
Where do you feel like you are mentally in terms of picking up the offense?
Mentally picking up the offense, I think I'm doing very well. there's still a couple things I can work on. Well, you can always work on something, but there's definitely some things I can work on, but I feel like I'm picking everything up pretty well.